and us as well, being able to, break out some big yards. And when you talk about what we need to work on, you come back and you watch that film, you see opportunities where we could have had more yards, whether it be block leverage, whether it be really running our path exactly right. So we definitely came out that game with some things to work at. The thing about it, we were able to run the ball a lot, so we had a lot of film to watch.
And I was going to say, does that really help you kind of identify kind of what these guys' their strengths and weaknesses are, and how you can kind of proceed with them going forward in terms of maybe how many snaps each guy is going to get?
Yeah, I think, being able to get the guys that we did get in, really all four of those guys played. I'm talking about Coop, Dwayne, Lavon, and Jesse, and even Shaq. With that being said, we're definitely able to see, just a different style of running, what runs these guys are good at, and really seeing what each guy need to work on when it comes to the run game.
And with Shaq, I mean, it's a great problem to have. Right. How do you kind of address that going forward?
I think one of the big things we talk about as a team with all the guys is being open and honest, and my guys know that Shaq is going to get his opportunities on the offensive side of the ball to help us when he can, because he is the type of athlete that needs to be on the field. I don't know if it's anything that you're addressed. It's just one of those things that, like you said, is a good problem to have, and our guys just have to be ready for it, and just doing whatever's best to help the team. And what I try to stress to these guys, when you get your opportunity, take advantage of it. It's that simple.
Is it a no-brainer to assume that because he was so productive that he's going to continue to get more and more carries?
It's a long season, and we definitely want to keep him primed and ready. And one of the ways to do that is to get him involved in the run game and in the offense as well. So, say he's going to keep getting in there, I would hope so. But you know how the season goes. If he becomes more of a necessity where they need him full time on defense, he'll do that.
And how close, in general, do you feel like your guys are to cutting loose and just when they know the playbook to the point where they can just go and everything is spot on?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think it's one of the reasons that you practice. These guys are constantly learning, trying to build technique and things like that. To say they could just go just go on their own without a playbook, I think we're a while away from that. But I will tell you this: just the team as a whole, everybody's working hard to get better and really take care of their assignments.
Deontay Cooper's another guy that's gotten some limited reps. What have you seen from him, his action?
Coop is, he's a good kid, and he is working hard just like all these guys. He's definitely got a chance to get in on Saturday and do a couple things. He just needs to keep improving and, keep being consistent just like our whole group.
Has Lavon kind of been what you expected, what you saw from him in camp?
Yeah, Lavon is one of those guys that goes hard at practice, and you get used to seeing that at practice, and you would assume that he's going to do that in the game, because 9 times out of 10 how you practice is how you play. Excited with what he's done. He just needs to keep building. I think as a group, the two things we need to continually focus on is our pass protection and reading block leverage.
Is he moving toward that number one spot, do you think, or is there more to see there?
I think it's just right now I would hate to say, okay, yeah, this guy's definitely the starter at this point. I think this is going to be a little bit of a committee. I think we have some guys that showed some things on Saturday that we will continue to build on, and as we move forward, we'll get ready to line up on Saturday, and those guys better be ready to go.
In terms of giving the ball to Lavon late in the game, like what goes into kind of those decisions and to give the ball to a redshirt freshman who has pretty limited playing experience, and he comes up pretty big?
I think it goes back to how he practices. I mean, you watch a guy go full speed at practice, day after day, and you don't expect him to do anything different if you give him the ball in the game late. Now, it's very interesting watching the guy mature that has been a redshirt freshman or a redshirt last year to now I'm playing. It takes him getting used to, because it's a different sense of responsibility. I think he's handled it well. I think him getting the ball late in the Hawaii game and the times he got the ball in this game, you can see the type of player he can be. But like I said, all these guys still have some polishing that they need to get.